Taiwan. This island nation, just off the coast of mainland China, holds a history as vibrant as its coral reefs. Long before the arrival of explorers and empires, Taiwan was home to a diverse group of indigenous peoples. For thousands of years, these communities thrived in the island's fertile valleys and rugged mountains. They fished its bountiful seas and developed unique cultures. Their languages, traditions, and connection to the land formed the bedrock of Taiwanese identity. These first inhabitants, often overlooked in the grand narrative of history, are an essential part of understanding Taiwan's story. Their legacy lives on, woven into the fabric of modern Taiwanese society. Their stories, passed down through generations, speak of a deep respect for nature and a strong sense of community. Today, their descendants continue to strive for recognition and preservation of their heritage. Their struggle reminds us that history is not just about dates and events, but about the lives and experiences of real people. The 17th century brought new actors to Taiwan's shores, European powers. Driven by the allure of trade and the promise of new markets, the Dutch and Spanish arrived, eager to claim their stake in the East Indies. The Dutch in particular established a strong presence, building forts and trading posts. They saw Taiwan as a strategic outpost for their expanding commercial empire. The Spanish, too, established a foothold in the north, seeking to spread their influence and religion. This period of European colonization brought about significant changes. Indigenous communities were often caught in the crossfire of competing interests. Trade flourished, but so did conflict, as different groups vied for control of resources and territory. The island became a melting pot of cultures, with Chinese, Japanese, and Southeast Asian traders all drawn to its shores. This early globalization would leave a lasting impact on Taiwan, shaping its future trajectory. The seeds of a complex and interconnected history were sown during this era of European encounters. As the 17th century drew to a close, a new power emerged on the world stage, the Qing dynasty. This Manchu-led empire would eventually encompass all of China, but its path to dominance ran through Taiwan. In 1662, a Ming dynasty loyalist named Koxinga, also known as Zheng Chenggong, arrived in Taiwan. He sought refuge from the advancing Qing forces and established the kingdom of Tungning. Under Koxinga's rule, Taiwan became a beacon of resistance against the Qing. He expelled the Dutch and established a base for Ming loyalists. However, this period of independence was short-lived. In 1683, the Qing launched a successful invasion, incorporating Taiwan into their expanding empire. The fall of the Kingdom of Tungning marked a turning point in Taiwanese history. It signaled the end of large-scale resistance to Qing rule and ushered in a new era of Chinese governance. The island, once a haven for those fleeing mainland turmoil, was now firmly under Qing control. For over 2 centuries, Taiwan remained a part of the Qing Empire. However, the island's fate would once again be altered by the currents of global politics. In the late 19th century, Japan, undergoing its own process of modernization and expansion, turned its attention towards Taiwan. The First Sino-Japanese War of 1894 to 1895 ended in a humiliating defeat for China, and Taiwan was ceded to Japan. This marked the beginning of a 50-year period of Japanese rule, a time of profound transformation for Taiwan. The Japanese, eager to integrate Taiwan into their empire, implemented a series of reforms aimed at modernizing the island's infrastructure, economy, and society. Railways were built, connecting cities and facilitating trade. The education system was overhauled, with Japanese language and culture promoted. Taiwan's agricultural sector was modernized, and the island became a major supplier of rice and sugar to Japan. This period of Japanese rule left an indelible mark on Taiwan, shaping its development in countless ways. Section 5. From War to Unrest, ROC Rule and the February 28th Incident. The end of World War II brought an end to Japanese rule in Taiwan, but it did not bring peace. The island, now under the control of the Republic of China, found itself caught in the midst of another conflict, the Chinese Civil War. Tensions erupted in 1947, when a dispute between a street vendor and a government official sparked island-wide protests and riots. The ROC government's response was swift and brutal. Thousands of Taiwanese civilians were killed or imprisoned in what became known as the February 28th Incident. Section 6. A New Home, the KMT, Martial Law, and a Divided China. The February 28 incident marked a turning point in Taiwan's post-war history. The ROC government imposed martial law, suppressing dissent and curtailing civil liberties. Taiwan became a one-party state under the KMT. The White Terror saw widespread political persecution. Despite oppression, Taiwan underwent significant economic development. U.S. aid and land reforms transformed Taiwan's economy. This period, known as the Taiwan Miracle, saw living standards rise. However, economic progress came at a cost. Political freedoms remained restricted and Taiwan was divided. The legacy of the White Terror continued to shape Taiwan's identity. Section 7. The Taiwan Miracle, Economic Boom, and Global Recognition. The 1960s and 70s witnessed a remarkable transformation in Taiwan. The island, once heavily reliant on agriculture, underwent rapid industrialization and economic growth. This period, dubbed the Taiwan Miracle, was fueled by a combination of factors, including U.S. aid, land reform, and a focus on export-oriented industries. Taiwanese businesses, known for their entrepreneurial spirit and adaptability, capitalized on the growing global demand for electronics, textiles, and other manufactured goods. As Taiwan's economy boomed, so too did its international profile. The island, once a relatively unknown entity on the world stage, emerged as a major economic player. Its success story became a model for other developing countries, demonstrating the potential for rapid economic growth through a combination of market-oriented policies and strategic government intervention. The Taiwan Miracle not only transformed the island's economy, but also laid the foundation for its future prosperity and technological advancement. Section 8. Winds of Change Towards Democracy and Open Society. By the 1980s, the winds of change were sweeping across Taiwan. The island's economic success led to a vibrant middle class and a growing demand for political liberalization. The KMT began to implement reforms. Martial law was lifted in 1987. Restrictions on freedom of speech and assembly were eased, paving the way for a more open and democratic society. Section 9. A Unique Identity, Blending the Past, Embracing the Future. Taiwan's journey has been one of resilience, adaptation, and the forging of a unique identity. Shaped by waves of migration, colonization, and political upheaval, Taiwan has emerged as a vibrant tapestry of cultures and influences. The island's indigenous heritage, the legacies of Dutch, Spanish, and Japanese rule, and the influx of mainland Chinese culture have all contributed to Taiwan's rich and diverse cultural landscape. Taiwanese people take pride in their ability to blend tradition and modernity, honoring their past while embracing the future. This is evident in Taiwan's thriving arts scene, its innovative technology sector, and its commitment to environmental sustainability. Taiwan's identity is also inextricably linked to its democratic values. Having fought hard for their freedoms, the Taiwanese people cherish their democratic institutions and way of life. This commitment to democracy, combined with their cultural dynamism and economic prowess, has earned Taiwan respect and admiration on the global stage. Section 10. Taiwan Today, a beacon of democracy in Asia. Today, Taiwan stands as a beacon of democracy in Asia. Its successful transition from an authoritarian state to a vibrant democracy is a testament to the resilience and determination of its people. Taiwan boasts a thriving economy, a robust civil society, and a free and independent media. Its people enjoy a high standard of living and have access to quality education and healthcare. Taiwan is also a leader in technological innovation, particularly in the fields of semiconductors, electronics, and information technology. Its companies are global players, shaping the future of the digital age. Despite facing ongoing political and military pressure from mainland China, Taiwan remains steadfast in its commitment to its democratic way of life. It continues to advocate for its international space, seeking greater participation in international organizations and building closer ties with like-minded countries around the world. Section 11. Looking ahead, challenges and opportunities. As Taiwan looks to the future, it faces both challenges and opportunities. Maintaining peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait remains a paramount concern. Taiwan must also navigate the complexities of its relationship with mainland China, balancing its desire for closer economic ties with its commitment to its own sovereignty and democratic values. Climate change poses another significant challenge, threatening Taiwan's environment and way of life. However, Taiwan is also a nation of innovators and problem solvers. Its people have a proven track record of overcoming adversity and adapting to changing circumstances. By leveraging its strengths in technology, education, and international cooperation, Taiwan is well positioned to address these challenges and seize new opportunities. Taiwan's story is far from over. It is a story of resilience, transformation, and the enduring pursuit of freedom and self-determination. As Taiwan continues to write its next chapter, it will undoubtedly continue to inspire the world with its courage, its creativity, and its unwavering commitment to democracy.